All right, so I was just talking to a friend of mine, and I got to tell you something right now that's really important. I'm in the gym right now doing a back workout, but I got to stop to tell you this because I was talking to a friend and they needed some advice, and here's what I got to tell you. When you're down, when you're feeling like nothing's going right, when you're kicking yourself in the ass, up in your head mentally, you know what you got to do to shut out all that crap and to get rid of all the things, the negativity that's hindering you and that's holding you back. You know, you feel like you're at your last breath and you just can't go on anymore and you got all those crappy thoughts in your head. Maybe you're even thinking of suicide. Whatever the fuck you got going on in your head that's so negative that you feel like you just can't go on anymore. You know what you got to think? You know what will work for now? It might not fix everything, but it'll get you through this moment, all right? And if you keep doing it, it'll get you through that moment to the next one till eventually you can get where you need to go to fix some of the things that you got wrong, to maybe take some steps to better your situation so you don't feel so crappy, all right? It'll get you through this moment. What you need to do right now to get you through this moment is you got to take and create the thoughts and emotions you want in your head. Create it. Okay, don't listen to the stupid conversation in your head. Create that shit. You know what you're going to tell yourself? One word. You remember this one friggin' word, and you will get yourself through this situation to the next one. All right? Overcome. That's what you got to think of. You got to tell yourself, you know what? Forget everything else. Tell yourself, overcome. You think about something bad going on, overcome. I'm going to overcome it. That one word, overcome it. All right, I'm going to overcome this. This will not beat you if you don't friggin' let it. I can't tell you enough how true that is, okay? I have been to the point where I was in the bathtub and I was going to friggin' cut my arm, all right? I have been in that bathtub and I got pulled out of the tub by somebody who came to my house because they knew I was in that tub, all right? I have been stuck sitting in the brig for over a month awaiting a trial, okay? For shit I didn't even do, okay? I have been down. I have been basically homeless, sleeping on the floor with a blanket because I was so friggin' broke. I didn't have a vehicle. I was walking to work and I was so broke I didn't have a mattress to sleep on. I had a pillow and a blanket on the rug, okay? And I still was on my own because I said, you know what? No matter what happens, I'm gonna overcome. And I put that in my head, and I didn't let anything stop me, and I didn't let that thought out of my head. And I still keep thinking that thought every day that I get down, and every day that life kicks me, and every day somebody else wants to bring my life down, and somebody else wants to tell me, you can't do it. You should just friggin' give up. You're never gonna get there. Fuck that. Overcome. And if you keep telling yourself that, and you keep telling yourself that, and you keep telling yourself that, all of a sudden, you're going to start overcoming because you're going to start to believe it. Because what you tell yourself up here is going to become what you believe first here and then here in your friggin' heart. Okay? So be mindful of what you tell yourself here because it's going to flow out. Okay? It's going to flow out of your mouth. It's going to flow out of your actions. It's going to flow in your health, your environment, in the people around you, the interactions you have. All right? Overcome. And you keep telling yourself that until your mind has no space left for anything but that word. You tell yourself you will overcome and you will not go down until literally your mind can't hold anything but that word and that phrase. You don't have time to think anything negative because your brain and your head is so filled with overcoming. Stub your toe. Well, that sucks. I'm going to overcome that. Friggin' get in a car accident. Well, I'm going to overcome that. You lose a job. Well, you know what? There's another one coming. I'm going to overcome that. All right? You get hurt. Your house burns down. You're going to overcome that. You will not get beaten unless you let life beat you. And you might be having a hard time and you might think your situation is unique. And you know what? It is unique to you. And it might not be exactly the same crap that's happened to somebody else. But you know what? Everybody has frigging problems. So stop with the pity party and start working on overcoming. Because I've overcome, and the person next to you has overcome things because they're still here. And the person you see walking down the street or in the grocery store, you don't know what the hell that person has overcome. Maybe they lost a son in the war over in friggin' Iraq. Maybe they friggin' lost a kid that was, 6 months old, died in their sleep. Maybe they had their wife die of cancer after they were married for 2 years. You don't friggin' know what that person's overcome. So you telling yourself this sob story and using it as an excuse, thinking to yourself that, well, my life is just so much harder than every other person's in the world. No, bullshit. You are not controlling the conversation up here, okay? When you control this conversation, the shit out here starts to reflect that. And that takes time. But if you don't put the time into it and you don't focus and you don't keep that word in your head, all right, overcome. Whatever happens, this happens, that happens. You know what? I'm going to overcome this. I'm going to believe it. If you don't do that, I can't help you. Because what you believe in here, nobody can change. You have to start changing that. I can tell you, I can give you some advice. I can tell you my own experiences, how life has kicked me in the ass, and I've built back up to where I'm at now. Really kicked me in the ass. And I don't mean, I failed a class in school or something. No, life fucking kicked the shit out of me. And I have to pay for it every day. And it feels horrible when I have to tell people about sitting in the brig. It feels horrible when I think about my lost military career, or the people that I've hurt over the years, the friggin' girlfriends I cheated on before I fell in love with my wife, the money I've wasted on things, the people who have stolen from me, the people who have done wrong to me. So what? None of that shit matters. They're not here right now. You see anybody with me? You know who's with me right now? Me. And I choose to overcome. I choose to put in the effort to overcome my fat boy genes in the gym. I put in the effort to overcome the fact that the bill collectors are always calling, and I keep paying them, and I keep making progress because I'm going to overcome starting with nothing, okay? I'm going to overcome that sleeping on the floor. I got a nice house. I got a gym now. I got my truck. I'm helping people, right? But I chose to put this up here. I chose. And it wasn't easy, and I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to tell you it's easy. If somebody who tells you it's easy, they're full of crap. They're full of it. But overcome. You hear their crap. They're telling you this. You know what? Just see it for what it is. Say, you know what? That's a bunch of crap, but you know it's not. I can get through this. I will not be beaten mentally. I will not let myself go down without a fight. And I am not going to give in to that stupid voice inside my head, because that voice is a bunch of junk. It's never going to tell you anything good. How often has that voice built you up? 99 times out of 100, that voice tears you down. And so you shut that voice up and you create it how you want. Overcome it. And I will see you on the other side of things.